The history is not that all the Arabs want to expel us, and the history is not that all the Jews want to expel the Arabs. It's not the history. The history is the narrative is not the history. The narrative is what we tell ourselves. We need to tell ourselves another story.
Israel is a place of peace, spirituality, beauty, and also conflict. Many in Israel are seeking to move beyond the conflict between Arabs and Jews. There are many examples today in many parts of the country. One of those is a very special school in Beersheba, Israel, near the Negev desert, called Hagar School, where young children, both Arab and Jewish, learn Arabic and Hebrew, study each other's cultures, and hear each other's stories.
I went to Hagar School. It was amazing. The Arabic and the Jewish learned together, and all the things is together.
They learn to get to know each other as people, not labels. They learn peace and understanding, not conflict and prejudice. This short documentary is about two of those children.
החברה שלי משחקת עם האחיות של המשפחה. היא עוזרת לאמא שלה להכין את ארוחת הבוקר לכל המשפחה. אמיר אוהב לשחק עם האחיות שלו, תופסת מחבואים. תעשה לי. חבר שלי אמיר אוהב לאכול צ'יריוס ואבא שלו עוזר לו להאכיל.
My daughter Deema.
My son Amir.
Very active.
Very funny.
ديما عندها كتير هوايات.
Is smart and sensitive.
بالنسبة إلها هي شخصيتها كتير حساسة.
Very helpful with his sisters.
והיא אוהבת לקרוא ספרים לפני השינה. חבר שלי אמיר אוהב לקרוא לפני השינה ספרים.
ביי בוביש, ביי. אני אבוא לאסוף אותך בצהריים.
In our school, we have kids from kindergarten to the 6th grade. The kids learn both languages, Hebrew and Arabic, to speak, to read, and to write. It's a meaning of knowing each other better, the way they learn the language. We have 2 teachers in the classroom. Each of them bring to the classroom their heritage, language, history, narrative, and together they're building bilingual space with the children. In our school, we are learning about both narratives, the Israeli narrative, the Palestinian narrative. It's not easy to hear a narrative that it's not mine, and we speak about it with the kids even when they're very young, to be able to hear a different story and to try to communicate with it and to try to understand how the other one is feeling. I think kids here, when they go at the 7th grade or 8th grade to different high school, they feel that they are powerful to change it. They feel that they have the ability and the duty to change the society that they live in, to make it a better place. They look at each other not as enemies, as human beings. You know, sometimes when there is a time of war in Israel, from the media comes here to ask us questions, how do you deal with the situation of the war? And I say, I think that in many ways we are the most normal people in Israel. I can't understand why people don't understand that human life is the most important thing and we have to find a solution. I don't know. It's very frustrating.
מה שפוגע ברגשות שלי, ברגשות, אם אתה רוצה לפגוע ברגשות עם בן אדם מוסלמי, תפגע לו בדת. תפגע לו בדת. זה נקודה ממש חשוב, ממש אש. אני אומר לך.
Just when they understand and accept that this is our land and we're never gonna live, you know, Jewish is a...
When I say I'm Arabic and I say my name, it's like, okay, we don't like you.
They would sit down at the table and talk more. There might be some resolution.
And we are long time waiting for peace. We are the last people occupied in the world. We'd like to live as a human being with respect, with a pleasure, the same as everybody on this earth.
I know that in order for us to get along, it will cause a lot of death, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of violence. So am I hopeful to the future? Yeah. Am I willing to hurt that bad? I don't know. Maybe my kids will.
This is the beginning, and we have to do the best we can to bring more and more Jewish and Arab, Israeli and Palestinian to understand each other. This eventually, I believe, will bring this.
يعيشوا بأمان، هي بينهم أهבה, שלום, שלווה, בלי גזענות, בלי שיהיה שוויון בין כולם. זה מה שאנחנו רוצים, הכי חשוב, שוויון, שיהיה ביחד. מקווים שיהיה טוב, שזה יעשה משהו, ישנה משהו.
When you see people respecting each other, you know, even in arguing political views, but still talking to each other, it gives you hope.
You got to know both cultures. He can communicate easily with Jewish pupils as well as with Arabs, and also he studies his mother language in the school. Education for equality and democracy.
Especially once they begin to go to their houses in the afternoon, and then they spend time in different homes and seeing different activities, doing different activities, listening different languages, and it seems natural.
We find Hagar, and then everything gonna be okay.
When my daughter, now she's in the 7th grade, she was here in the school in 1st grade. She came home and she said, today we had a new girl in our class. And my first question was she Jewish and Arab? And she looked at me like this and she said, this is the first question you ask me. Why do you care? And for me, it was a big success. I thought to myself, the school is doing something right.